y'all.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
To our Love and Marriage Huntsville review panel. We got Shade in the City, of course, me and Nels. And then you got the lovely Really BT reviews, because we love working together. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
I know it's great when you have a good working relationship.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. What's up, boo?
Hey, Chuck. Good morning. Good morning. J. Diva Sanders. Good morning.
I met Chuck a couple of weeks ago. He's a tall cup of mocha
water.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Hey, Felicia. Welcome. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna give y'all a minute to get in the room, and what are y'all thoughts? First thoughts of this episode 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Oh, okay. Well, Cajun came in swinging this good Sunday morning. I throw
the whole raggedy show away.
I saw the last episode on Friday, and it can be canceled. Oh, well, damn, Cajun. Okay.
Let me tell you something. I got 3 things to say. Hey, what's up, DeMarcus? We were just talking about you. Hey,
hey, DeMarcus. Thank you for the super chat.
We were talking about how DeMarcus always shows up and supports. We appreciate you. We were just talking about
Yes.
I have 3 things to say about this raggedy show.
Okay.
Number 1, I'm sick of this girls trip. I'm sick of Melody and that fake ass voice. Number 2, everybody on this show is a damn liar. They can't even keep their story straight. They just be lying so much. They just lie on top of each other.
It was giving me a vibes.
Right. And number 3, Martell has got to be the most despicable human being that I have ever met in my life. I just don't. Melody, how did you not see this before? Like, he didn't just become this person. He is a horrible, horrible human being. Those are my 3 takeaways.
Oh, all right. There we go. Oh, well, I can't wait to get into it. I was like, I didn't feel all that from Martell, but clearly really did. Katie said, hey, y'all, and Real Brittany. Love is Dope said, hey, welcome. Good morning. Ray V, how you doing, boo? Welcome. Cation said, Mel's friends are getting on my nerves, and I've only seen one.
Oh, I'm so sick of her, that doctor lady.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that to Dr. Shanita.
No, this episode, she was doing too much.
She been doing too much since they got there.
You know what? I didn't feel that way, but I definitely felt like this episode she was.
You know what, y'all? I thought we was gonna get together on this Sunday morning and converse and be kind after this long week. And it's been a hard week. I thought we was gonna be kind to one another. Jesus. Chuck said, "What's the name of the girl who slept with Martell? She lied 3 times, and Martell outed her. That's Trish. That's Trish." But apparently, Chuck, they didn't sleep together.
Listen.
I'm
gonna wait till we get to that point, but she told her herself, because again, she was getting tripped up in her own work. Well, I'm gonna say it now because I might forget. She told herself when she was talking, and she was like, well, because we was doing the treatment plan, and I went to his house, but no, nothing happened. I mean, it didn't even get that far. See, it didn't even get that far.
Yeah, look, really, I was like, so how far did it get?
Exactly. So what that tells me is maybe y'all did not have intercourse. But something went down and something went down. Now, maybe I didn't finish the transaction.
Oh, that's what it was given. The transaction wasn't finished.
Right, because she's talking about something. It didn't get that far. What you mean it didn't get that far? If all y'all did was train, what did y'all get to the training?
Exactly.
Thank you, Ray, for watching both channels. We appreciate the.
Thank you. Y'all know Ray. That's right.
I don't know why Cajun wants to block you, but said you can't sit with us.
Me too. Me too, Cajun. I stand with Stormi.
Okay.
Oh, let me tell you something. I do. I love Mel. I love Mel down. But that whole situation, and I've been saying it for the longest, she does need to stay where she's staying. I
don't have to throw it back at Stormi. I didn't like that. Talking about something. Well, if the police arrested you, that means you did something. No, it doesn't. Like, stop playing.
Exactly.
And
then to say, oh well, I'm not gonna let nobody get me out of character. That's you, boo. That's great. That's great. But if you come in over here disrespectful, it's a chance you might get disrespected back.
Exactly.
Talk to your people about coming to disrespect me.
Exactly.
I was hoping we weren't gonna have to argue on Beyonce's internet this morning, but I see where
I ain't arguing with nobody.
Exactly.
So yeah, y'all. Let me get through the good morning. Hey, Vintage. Hey, Terica. Ray Bean said, "I'm a millimeter, but a truthful one, and this show needs to go." Okay.
And let me say this. I am not one of those people that feels like Mel can control her. You can't control anybody. These are grown as most of them are women. No, she can't control them. However, I do feel like when there are some extreme situations on both sides, I can say on both sides, but we know that more times than not, generally speaking, the people that are going too far are the people who are doing it as a millimeter. Now, y'all know I separate millimeters. I am not talking about people who just love Mel and support Mel. I'm talking about these extreme people that are just, in my opinion, irrational in their thought process. Like Mel is this deity that can do no wrong, and everybody else is just doing her so dirty. What they brought up was some valid points. We are legitimate business owners, and your fans are legitimately out here trying to ruin businesses in the name of loving you. And that is a problem.
And you know what really be?
Hold on. We're gonna let's run the intro and we will get into it, y'all. We didn't even run the intro. Okay. But hey, Miss AKA, thank you, boo, for showing up. Hey, Quake. All right, they clearly ready to get into it. So
my bad. I didn't know we ain't even do the intro yet.
Look,
my bad.
Let's get shady, y'all. They clearly passionate. Okay.
Okay, right. Now what I was gonna say was,
go ahead, girl. Go ahead. She found it.
Now that we did it, okay. What I was gonna say was, I thought it was dope that Stormi tried to give her the opportunity to state where she stood, even though she didn't do it on her own platform. She's like, "Do you agree with what I'm saying?" And Mel still sat quiet. She was like, "I ain't saying nothing," and I was just like, that. I just felt like that was just, I didn't like that. I thought it was super distasteful, and I've been saying this for the longest. Mel just say that she don't agree with it.
And unless they cut that scene the hell up and they took a lot out, I don't understand Mel's anger the next day. I didn't understand it because I didn't feel like Stormi was disrespectful in how she talked to her. I don't feel like she came at her with aggression. I feel like she was honestly just trying to have a conversation. So unless something was cut out when Mel was in the pool and she was like, "Yeah, because it's up now. It's done now." And I was like, well, what the hell did Stormi say that unless they cut something out?
I guess she was really just trying to make it seem like she was just so upset that nobody said bye, that they left and didn't say bye.
No, but even before that, she was just like, because and let's go in order. I'm sorry, because we all over the place. Go on, Trish. You know how Trish get when we go out of order. Go on, Trish.
Okay, so basically we at the scene, right? Picked up where we left off. Basically what we done already been sitting here arguing about, okay? Now Sunny is like, why won't Mel say anything?
Hold on, real fast. Trace, is your mic moved away from you?
Oh, it is. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Nels. I appreciate you for that. I'm naturally loud, but clearly not that loud.
Oh, Mike, me too. I need to move my mic too. Go ahead.
See, we all miscombobulated this morning. So yeah, y'all. Basically, I have y'all know me. Do I agree with Mel just sitting there? I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that out for y'all. Get up in the comments and chop me up, right? However, y'all know I got to play advocate. Okay, this is what I do best. Okay,
the devil.
Okay, so now, from the standpoint of where we see, I think I was watching a live with Winter this week, and she was talking about how the ratings were just getting lower and lower for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and they're nowhere near what they used to be. And I do feel like some of that comes from the constant attack on the people that are watching the show, aka the millimeters. So I can from a business standpoint, because remember, Carlos has been out here, the millimeters, and Dr. Heavenly, the millimeters, and everybody's been millimeters, and the ratings have been dropping. So I can understand if Melody, as the person that they're supporting, sits up there and say, I ain't got nothing to say. It may be right, wrong, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm going to sit here in the middle. Does it make it right? I don't think so, but I took that perspective and I thought about it from a business standpoint.
But you got to remember, you have to remember, this didn't start with that. Remember, the millimeters called a boycott. They called a blackout. Remember, this has been an organized plan that the millimeters are not watching the show this season. So there's a blackout. There's an active blackout going on amongst the millimeters that they're not watching the show this season. And I think that has something to do with the ratings as well. And they stopped watching the show because they feel like everybody doing Mel so wrong. They feel like Carlos is disrespectful to Mel, yada, 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 yada. Well, Yvette, if everybody's not a millimeter, then why do I have to stop saying millimeters? I don't understand. No, I'm not being funny. I don't understand. If you're not a millimeter, then I'm not talking about you. So I don't understand.
Oh, I'm not
even trying to be disrespectful. I really am not. I don't understand when you say stop saying millimeter because everybody's not a millimeter. Then I'm talking about the millimeters. That's who I'm talking about.
Well, she might have been responding to me, but I was just saying that because from what I've seen online, that is obviously the narrative. And so if I'm looking at it from a male, because even I think Carlos came out and said like, oh, we've been giving Mel too much of a hard time. And basically like, because he realizes his rate. That's why I had that perspective. I said, okay, well, if you look at it from that point and I was her, I don't know if I would say anything either. But that's just my opinion. Ravine said, in my opinion, Stormi did too much for that old lady, and I would have just called the cops. Well, you know.
But I feel like that's not how everybody. That's the problem. Is you come into my establishment to be disrespectful. That's the problem. Not everybody's going to react the same way. Not everybody's just going to be a pussy and call the police.
Not only that, but
to curse you out. That's who she is.
Not you had a mermaid come to your house, Chuck. What?
Not a mermaid. What? Chuck, what you going on over there?
He said, I understand Mel's feelings about them not telling her they were leaving, but on the reverse, I had a mermaid come in my house and never said hi. Okay. Cation said, the ratings are low because people are getting tired of the reality TV. The fourth wall keeps getting broken, and we are bored and tired of the same recycled storylines. Well, thank you very much, Cation. I absolutely
I think it's a combination of all of the above. I don't think it's any one reason. I think people are tired of this show. It's not as good as it used to be. It's overproduced. The storylines are so, like this whole storyline with Barbie and Ken. Like this was so obvious. The whole storyline with Sonny and Moses, like we're old. Like I think it is. I think it's a combination of all of the above. I really do. I don't think it's any one reason.
What'd you say about Barbie, Chanel?
I said it's not giving Barbie.
Oh, you're stupid. I like what shout out to T. He calls her mannequin, and I ain't gonna get into it.
Well, it's giving more of that.
So. Xavier said, I don't understand how the blackout will help Mel. Well, that's what I didn't understand either, Xavier, but it is what it is. I'm just coming from another perspective. This is what I do, even when y'all don't like it sometimes. I got it.
It's all good. Hey, Scotty Boo.
But yeah, y'all. So basically, so Stormi brings up having to turn herself in because of the lady showing up at the warehouse. Mel waits till she gets in confessional to talk about how basically, if you did something to get arrested or for the police to come, then, that's on you. And she wouldn't have done that as a business owner. And I personally think that's because if you felt threatened, now, granted, I can't speak for how Stormi felt in that moment, but I can only imagine if someone shows up at my place of business, it makes me feel threatened. I don't care how old you are.
But the problem is not everybody's going to react the same.
And agree.
So to say, oh, well, I'm going to call the police, that's great for you. And who was it? Hold on. Who was it? Ravine, I'm from New York too. I'm not calling the police.
But my thing is this, I didn't think of it. Okay, so when Melody was like, I mean, see, the mellow meters are going to be mad at me when I say this, but this is the same person that has a whole security guard walking around with her. You know what I mean? So I feel like for you to sit there and act like, I mean, you fear for your safety. So this woman was at her place of business that is not open to the public, and you got this lady showing up with a camera in her face. She reacted in the moment. Was it the best reaction? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think we can all agree that in hindsight is always 20/20. Yes, right. She could have done something different. She could have called the police. She could have done a lot of things, but I still don't feel like what she did warranted her getting a warrant put out for her. That is what I'm saying. She didn't put her hands on that woman. She cussed that lady out like that lady needed to be cussed out. Sorry, not sorry. I can't.
I agree. And that's why I was confused, because I was like, harassing. It's crazy when you can't cuss out nowadays.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I saw that video. I saw it the day it happened. I remember everything when it actually happened. All of that. Like, I remember all of that when it actually happened. And when I found out that there was a warrant for Sonny, for Stormi, I was like, how the fuck does that happen? And again, that is, to me, somebody misusing the legal system. You went to that lady's closed place of business. That was not an open warehouse. You don't get to show up to the Amazon warehouse saying, I want to put an order. I want to place an order. You don't get to do that. And I don't understand why everybody keeps jumping over the fact that this woman showed up to Stormi's warehouse, videotaping, talking about, I'm coming to investigate. I'm coming to see what's going on. I want to know why people's orders are late. I'm here to investigate. That woman was not there for a righteous cause. So I don't understand why everybody keeps jumping over that. She absolutely went there to start shit. And everybody keeps acting like because she's older, she's this innocent lady that just, I just wanted an order. No, she went there to start shit.
I know Mel ain't thinking that way, because she constantly talking about Tisha's mom, and we know she older. You can see how the older people get.
Okay. Listen, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Her ass got cussed out. She should have took that cussing out and went on about her business. But that's not what she did.
Okay, so Yvette said she would prefer if we can just say some people.
I can't. Because I'm not talking about some people.
Some people what?
Instead of saying millimeters. She wants us to refrain from saying that and say some people. And really be said it's a no for her. But I was just addressing it. Now, anyway, y'all. So basically, that was pretty much. And then Shanita, jumps in because Mel ain't really got nothing to say, so she, steps in for her. Which that's why I said I looked at this differently, and I was like, okay, she don't want her to say nothing to possibly piss off and just ain't nobody watching at this point. Because
I can say some mellometers. Would that make you happy, Yvette?
But yeah, y'all.
Okay, so she's basically saying not all the millimeters are extreme.
Yes, I agree with that. Not everybody is.
But I've already said that. I said that at the beginning of this live. Maybe you came in late, boo. I said that at the beginning of this live, that when I'm not talking about everybody that's a fan of Melody, I am talking about.
Even I said I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Melody.
Right. Robin said she's arrested in Alabama and Mississippi if you sneeze too loud.
Child.
So there's that.
All right, well, we can move on, child. We can move on. Yvette's offended. I'm sorry.
And then we got this conversation with Untruth Trisha. Okay. And they decide to bring up her being, dealing with Martell. Well, Tisha brought it up. And so, she was like, yeah, well, really what happened? We just worked out. He slid in the DMs. I went over, we worked out, and that was it. And so I love when Sonny clocked it. Out of all people, Sonny looked over her, said, so you just lied just to be lying, basically.
She did.
I said, look, kind of like Sonny do.
Don't do that, because I know y'all hated to see that, but I was like, go ahead, Sonny. Y'all know, go ahead, Sonny.
Listen, a broke clock is still right twice a day. Sonny can be right about this and still be on that bullshit over there. But yeah, listen. Both of them align, and that's what makes me feel like something is going on. That something did go down, and I don't know if they agreed to what they were gonna say, and Trish just don't know how to hold her line. So now Martell had to go on and tell it, and Martell was like, "Well, if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all. If I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all." You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I feel like I go back to how I felt at the beginning of the season. This was a desperate storyline that went nowhere really fast. That's just how I feel about it.
And let me clear this up. Ravine, I'm not calling you a pussy. I'm saying Mel is a pussy, and that's why she would call the police.
Well.
Also, I think it's dead ass wrong to say, oh, well, I would call the police. So basically you wrong because you got arrested for something that you were supposed to get arrested basically for doing what you did. Not everybody's going to react the same.
Well, Nita the Diva says, okay, start at the beginning of the story, not just the reaction. Okay, y'all. Hey, Scotty, I didn't even see you.
I like that. Yes, I like that.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. Like to act like Stormi did something wrong because you're seeing her reaction to what happened. Like if somebody shows up at your front door unannounced with a camera, you open the door and there's just a camera in your face and they just start coming at you. I don't think most of us first reaction would be, hold on, let me call 911. You are going to respond in the moment.
Well, Girl with a Scully said Mel doesn't care about these girls like that because she is a star. She has that Nene energy. Ooh, okay.
Melody
Scotty agrees. We can say some. Just Simply says she really should have stayed her elderly ass at home. Well, there's that part.
That part.
Now that I can 110 toes down agree with, okay? Because I ain't never went to no warehouse to purchase no products, but that's just me.
That's not how that works. That's not even how that works.
Okay. So yeah. Lord Jesus. Okay, y'all. It's good Sunday morning. Let's stay. Okay, next scene, please. I'm done.
Okay, so the next morning, Stormi and Tish, they had to cut out early. You know, they had some kids stuff to take care of. Mel goes out to the pool to talk to Tisha and Kimmy. Kimmy let her know that, you know, she did a great job planning this.
And Tisha was lying about that. Tisha left because Stormi left because she talking about something. Her daughter got the, I'm sorry, cut you off. My bad, baby. She's talking about her daughter's recital. It's my daughter. She did this whole story about how it was her daughter's last recital. Did talking about something, but I'm going to miss it. But then why you leaving? If you going to miss it on the flight you getting on, then you not leaving because of your daughter's recital. You leaving because Stormi leaving.
But Mel clocked it. She was like, basically, she was like, if Tisha's leaving because Stormi's leaving, and she basically it's up forever. It's up forever. That's what I was saying. So I don't know if she was still mad from the conversation before, or if she was genuinely just upset that they didn't say that they was cutting out early.
Well, that was rude. They were rude for not saying something to Mel about leaving. They were rude. That was rude. Somebody invites you somewhere, then you tell the host, thank you so much. I appreciate the hospitality. Even though you may not have liked the way things ended, and we know it was a cash trip. Like we know Mel had to basically invite y'all. But still, that's just courtesy. That is home training.
Now Tisha brings up the fact that, you know, she was like, girl, I hope you don't feel no type of way that we brought up the whole Tish and Martell situation. She said, girl, I don't care. He a hoe. We know he a hoe. He divorced because he a hoe. Next subject. I was like, okay, well.
But that was messy, Tisha. You with your messy ass. And Kimmy tried to tell you not to do it. Kimmy said you was being too damn messy.
And I can appreciate Kimmy for calling her on it.
And then also she said she see the girl as a liar anyway. She said she'd been lying from the very start. Okay, so really, then she said that you know, she doesn't understand how she's so enraged. Basically, you're in a glass house, okay, throwing stones, referring to, you know, the Destiny and Sunny situation. I was like, well, clock it, Mel.
Right. And you can't even get that story straight, girl. Are you or are you not married? How long have you been married? See, now I'm starting to believe the ex-husband. You can't get your storyline straight on when you started messing with Ken down to the gym. Now I'm with the husband.
Now with Marquez.
Every time she opened her mouth, she tell a different version of this damn story. Mm-hmm. It's not that hard, ma'am. How long you been married? When did your husband move out? When did Ken move in? When did y'all start, sharing barbells down to the gym? And when you gonna file the paperwork? Why haven't you filed the paperwork? Like, it's not that fucking complicated.
There was.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Cajun. Kimmy, that's one thing I do like about Kimmy. She seems to be the only person with the common. She's the voice of reason. She's the advocate. She's the advocate. That's why I can understand. She looks at all sides.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't call her the advocate.
Most of the time, she just try to look at.
On the other hand, you can't tell who's right or wrong. Kimmy will let you.
I can tell who's right or wrong. I just got to argue the other side, even if I don't believe in it. I just got to argue the other side because I just like the debate. That's what it is. I could know they wrong as hell, but I still got to argue the other side. Again,
right, Yvette. We can agree on that, Yvette. The fact that she's still married to this man, it don't take that long to get a divorce. Melody did it in 5.2 seconds. Like, damn. Right. And they had kids, you know what I'm saying? Mel, and they had businesses and everything else they had to work out. I don't understand, Trisha.
Xavier. I know Xavier on this good Sunday morning. Lord.
Closed.
Damn. Y'all know Xavier don't be holding no cut cards. It's too early in the morning. He said it's too early in the morning for these semantics. We're not playing this game this morning.
I kind of agree with you, Miss Bree. Yeah, you clocked out the relationship when you moved out of the whole state. I agree with that. But again, I ain't married, but you still got a ring on it, and you ain't filed no papers. So I don't know. Again,
so now did she file the papers? Because wasn't he supposed to be paying like half?
He wanted her to pay half. But if I'm not mistaken, and Lord forgive me, if I'm not mistaken, I heard T say last night in his live, I may be wrong. Y'all correct me if anybody was in it. I could have sworn he said they are still married now to this day.
They are still married. She ain't filed no damn paperwork. They married. I agree, Miss Brittany. Marquise ain't innocent. I think both of them. I agree because he did check out on his family and chucked up the deuces. So I agree, Marquise. I think he trifling too. But again, two things can be true at the same time. I'm with you, boo.
Cation said, it seems they keep bringing a bunch of new people on here, but no one seems to care about them. I'm so glad I stopped watching this show 2 years ago. Well, we happy you here arguing with, in the chat, even though you ain't watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's dedication and love. We appreciate you, Cation. Ray said they are still married. Nita said somebody just lazy. Okay, they all done it. Mel, Martell, Maurice, Trisha, and we still question a few cast members. And she did not divorce that man. Okay, thank you, Yvette. All right, next, Really B, take it on.
You didn't tell me this was my part. What happened? I didn't know. Okay. So Mel took the ladies down to the boat, and they having a good time. They dancing. They got to give us the montage of them dancing and drinking and all that good stuff. They was having a good time. So then they sit around and they get to talking. See, y'all didn't tell me to take notes. Okay. So let me start at the beginning. So first Mel had them in a circle like she was back in school teaching them and talking about something. I want you to use one word to describe your trip. And Trish and Tish couldn't come up with nothing because the only word she could come up with is messy because that's what she'd been from the beginning is messy. So they was talking about, isn't that when they got into it again with
Well, I know Tisha was talking about her kids, and then Nell asked Sonny, she was like, you got any kids? Literally sitting right across from Destiny. And, she started talking about her IVF journey.
Yeah, I know they talked about the kids. I'm gonna get back to that. But they talked about something before the kids. I think Destiny, didn't they talk about something before? Because I know that's when Nell let everybody know that Destiny is messing with her son. I know that's when they asked Sonny, when Nell asked Sonny about having children, but something happened before that. I feel like that was the conversation. Something happened before that.
Oh, Mel,
that's
Mel,
when Dr. Foster was talking.
Mel basically told the ladies that the ladies left without saying bye, and basically, yeah, she told them that it's up from now. Like she was like, it's forever. She said her Scorpio, it's her Scorpio stinger type mess. Okay.
We gonna get that. We gonna get to that too, Geeks and the Nerd, because whatchamacallit, Ken absolutely admitted to that towards the end, but we gonna get to it. But I thought that was interesting. He has a pattern.
Oh, and they also said,
look, I had to agree with Martell after that. And you know how I feel about having to agree with Martell about any damn thing. But after he said that, I was like, you're right. I guess he is a professional side hoe. But anyway, go ahead.
Also, Shanita said that she believes that she gave up that hot pocket.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I think we all believe that at this point.
And then I guess Nell also confirmed that Destiny messing with Lance.
What did I say? If y'all watch all our recaps last season 8, A, B, C, whatever y'all want to call it, I said these streets are saying she messing with Lance, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I heard that too. Maybe I heard it from you, because I had heard that too, that she was messing with Lance. Mm-hmm. But I feel like they just glossed over it. I was like, wait a minute, why would just go walk past like that? She just say that Destiny is messing with her son. Why they act like it was just like it was said? And everybody just kind of went blue. I was like, why would you just go say it, act like that?
Because I think maybe they're going to talk about it more as we get into the season. And I don't know.
That's the introduction.
And I don't know. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know what you think. But I think that it might possibly start to cause, like, if they were to get serious or call themselves seriously dating, because I think Nell is okay with it right now because she think they just smashing and she can move on. But I think if it were to be like a serious, you see how she was like, I don't want Destiny as my daughter-in-law. Like she
also said that she doesn't think he's ready for anything serious because I guess he just got out of a marriage.
She said he just got out of a marriage, so she was like, she don't feel like he's ready for that. Yeah, you're right.
Do you know the age difference? Is there an age difference there?
I don't think Lance is in his 30s.
Is he? Is Destiny in her 30s?
Destiny is definitely in her 30s. She's not old. I don't think Destiny's over 40. Destiny is probably our age, if not maybe a year or two older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think at this point in the season, they would, like, Nell might have thought they would just smash it, and I think she might have been cool with that. But like she said, he's not ready for nothing serious because he just got out of a marriage. So I don't think she would be cool if it was deeper than that. But it seems like it might be deeper than that.
Ooh, Xavier dropping T. They not together. Lance back with his baby mama. Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, there's that.
Thank you, Xavier. Look. I wish I could give you a super chat for that. Go ahead.
I know, right? We need to give you a super chat.
Right. They are together at the Fletcher's vow renewal. Okay. Oh, okay. Look, Yvette said she better have a real talk with her son. Oh, and Ravine said Nell need to mind a business. Okay, y'all in these comments just whoa.
I do feel like Nell need to mind her. I mean, that her son grown as hell. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand why she might feel like she need to put her 2 cents in, but child.
Okay, yes. So that's what I thought. I do believe Destiny is like between 36 and 38. I know she's
saying that she's 40 plus.
Is she?
Destiny?
She said she thought.
Because Mel is in her 30s, if I'm not mistaken. She's still in her 30s.
She said she thought she was 40 plus. Let's look it up.
Look, y'all gonna have us Googling on this good Sunday morning. I could have sworn Melody is probably like 37. I feel like Melody is younger than me.
Oh, I don't know how Mel. I do not know how old she is, so I don't know.
And I know Destiny ain't that far off.
Oh, wait a minute. They said Mel will be 40 tomorrow. So tomorrow's Melody's birthday.
Well, shout out. Okay. Happy birthday, Mel.
Well, happy birthday, Mel. All right.
Look, somebody get Destiny's age. But
it's your birthday. It's your birthday,
girl. It's your birthday.
Hey, go ahead, Mel. All right, happy birthday, girl.
So how did y'all feel about
11/11?
Okay. So how did y'all look? She got angel numbers. That's why that's why she be feeling herself. I get it. So no, how did y'all feel about Trish? What's her name? Tisha using the word growthful.
I agree with Mel. Look, because y'all know I was ready.
That was a word for real.
Listen, because I was ready to say that wasn't no real world. I'm glad they already Googled it for me. Because I was getting ready to say, that ain't no real word, but it is a real word. But Tisha ain't know it. She ain't know. She was making up words like her mama be making up words.
Right.
I thought that was
Okay.
hilarious.
Yeah, they saying Mel either gonna be 39 or 40 tomorrow. Y'all, whatever. Whatever. I get it. My point was she was between 38 and
I cannot find this woman's age.
Look, sometimes they be putting stuff on because remember they were saying Kimmy was like, they were saying Kimmy was in her 30s, and then every time I looked it up, it changed. So I feel like they have a way of like going in and reporting to Wikipedia or whoever what they want to report.
But that's why you can't rely on Wikipedia, because Wikipedia can't, like, people can change Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, she might have been seen showing her and the kids on vacation. She said she would be 40 tomorrow. Okay, thank you, y'all. Thank you. Look, Nita said Tisha had a Wanda J. Blige moment. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, y'all. So basically we get into did we talk about Nell asking her about the kids and how nobody read the room? Okay. And did y'all feel she was wrong for that?
Yeah. I don't think she was wrong, because I think that's normal stuff that people say when they find out you just got married. People do that. Like, unfortunately, that's just people think marriage kids. So I don't think I've heard. I mean, I don't think she was out of line for it, because I think a lot of people just be like, "Oh, so y'all trying to start a family?"
I think it was wrong because of the situation. You friends with Destiny. You know that this woman is married to your friend's ex. I think that's why I think it was wrong.
Now I'm with you on that one. That's true. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. They just said they didn't have to read the room because they were reading the teleprompter. Well, you better. And then I don't know. And you know what's so crazy? I didn't even know that was a thing until they released the clip the other day about Cynthia.
And she said it was on the teleprompter.
Spilling Phaedra's tea on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I was like, oh, they really be out here reading off teleprompter. So it definitely makes you look at reality TV. I mean, we already knew it was sort of scripted, but now we're like, y'all reading off teleprompters? Wow. So yeah, good point, Cajun. Very good point.
And and to be fair, she asked her, do you have kids? She didn't ask her about them having. She said, do you have kids? So to be fair, she really didn't ask about her trying to get pregnant, to be fair.
I felt like this was brought up, though. It wasn't around now.
I thought it was brought up already too, honestly. Yeah, when they were on the Sprinter, but were they on separate Sprinters coming from the airport?
Because when she asked, I was like, did Nell not already know this?
Did they talk about that on the Sprinter?
I was tripping when I watched that scene because I said,
you know what they did on the Sprinter?
We had this conversation.
Were they on a different Sprinter, or were they all on the same Sprinter from the airport when they first got to? Where the hell were they? Turks and Caicos. Where the hell were they when they first got there?
Yeah.
She sure did.
Yes.
And wasn't Nell in the damn van?
I believe
they all flew together.
So that was another thing, because I was like, did you not already know these? So then it's really giving you just wanted her to reiterate it.
See what I'm saying? Our production be playing in our faces.
And then so then there's something else, and maybe I'm wrong, y'all, but was it just me or this last scene where Marceau, I was getting ready to say Maurice, Marceau asked Ken asked Marceau what he said to Marquez? Didn't they already have that conversation at one point in the season when they were all sitting around the dinner table and Trish was there and he was letting them know that he was wrong and and he should be thanking Ken? I thought they already had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So for Ken to come back and say, "What did you say to him?" I was like, "Am I tripping?" Because I thought we had this conversation.
This is exactly why the ratings are low, because you're playing in our faces as viewers. Like we're stupid, like we don't know these things. Like you're producing, because that last scene at the dinner table was literally the exact same scene on the boat. This was a great trip. Thank you, Mel. You were a great host. We all had a good time. You did your thing, girl. You did that. This was great. Like we could have cut out one of them scenes.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, okay. So Miss Bree, thank you for confirming, because sometimes I be feeling like I'm crazy because I see so many clips.
No, thank you. Yeah, because
Okay, so Occasion wants to know, can someone ask the question, why does everyone always go crazy for Martell when Maurice is the best looking on the show? Oh, Occasion.
Well, I
don't go crazy over none of their asses. So.
I disagree that he's the best looking on the show. And I used to go, well, I wouldn't say I used to go crazy, but I definitely did think Martell was the most attractive until he's just not. He's disgusting to me now. But yeah, Maurice is not attractive to me at all.
Yeah, I don't.
She said yuck to all of them.
You know, I mean, and this is again gonna be, y'all know I'm here for the unpopular opinion of it all. But you know, I don't think Marquez is bad looking. Maybe it's the eyes.
I can't get. He gives F boy energy to me. I can't be attracted to him.
And again, you know,
you like that, but literally just looking at him, literally just looking at him, he gives F boy. I just can't. It's just ugh.
All right, y'all. So basically, let's get into this last thing, because you know it's Sunday fun day, so I got to get out of here and set up my lineup. But Maurice invites the guys to do some archery. Martell pulls Moses and Chris to the side to see if he plans on basically buying this house. Moses lets him know that it's not their time, and I don't know if y'all caught it because he said it real low. He said he still has some things that he needs to tie up. I think he knew at this point, I'm getting ready to go to jail.
I don't think he knew he was getting ready to go to jail, because I think he was arrogant enough to think that he could do this and it wasn't going to be an issue. See, these dudes get on parole and they be forgetting about the fine print, okay? And they be forgetting about people being petty with the fine print. Sir, you had all you had to do was ask permission, and they probably would have let you go because you were working and you were getting paid. But neither here nor there. I think he was just like, I think they never had any intention of moving.
They still talking about who's fine. You know who I think is
Scotty out here talking about Courtney to find one.
No, you know who I think is the finest on the show?
Who?
Fletcher,
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now Fletcher, yes. Now you're right. Yeah. And I love the way he carries himself. I love the way he carries himself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Good point. So anyway, y'all. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just think that was because he knew good and damn well they wasn't about to move to no damn Huntsville. They was just filming and they was going back to St. Louis. I think that was just him just going along with the lie.
And then I love when Martell's like, you know, that's a small house, but I can build. But this is what I do. I'm a builder. I can build bigger houses for you.
Sir, go pass your test. How about that? Can you go pass your test?
Right. So basically then Martell brings up how he had a conversation with Destiny and asked if he's still in love with her. And he said Destiny still loves him, basically. This is Moses. And he said, but his wife ain't going for it. And so he admits that he's, you know, guilty of not being upfront with her and kind of not ending things the way he should have. Chris is joking and calls them a thruple, you know, he don't know nothing about that. And so Moses says that, you know, his wife is his wife and they already know who the side chick is. And so then Martell goes on this whole thing.
You calling her the side chick.
What it was for me is Martell to get in his confessional and then say, my loyalty is to Destiny. And if she said that she didn't want me to mess with them or do business with them, I would move on. Didn't she already say that?
Not only that, but you didn't defend your friend when he called her the side chick, and you knew good and damn well that she wasn't no side chick. I didn't hear you defending that.
He just sat quiet.
Okay. So then basically they talk about all the stuff that they heard about, you know, from their wives about the trip. Then they talk about how Sonny and Destiny are on a trip together. He brings up, you know, all of them, a lot of the wives coming for, you know, his wife. And then Marceau brings up Trish training Martell. Here we go again. We back at this.
Messy.
Right. But we know Marceau is messy. This is what he does best. This is his.
I love Marceau. I
love Marceau.
Unpopular opinion. I love Marceau.
No, I'm with you. Again, I'm known for having unpopular opinions, but I love Marceau. Yeah. So Martell says basically that she never trained him. He's like, you know, he did slide in the DMs. She came over and had a glass of wine, or he said he don't even know if she had a glass of wine, and watched some TV, and then she went home and there was nothing else. I said, so we went from training to now it didn't happen at all. And
so then it was Netflix and chill.
Mm-hmm. And I said, well, it's not looking good for you, Trish. Because again, you done been lying since day one. So even if you come out.
Don't nobody believe nothing you say.
Right. So I feel bad for it.
And this is where Ken was supposed to punch the shit out of Martell. Where Martell talking about when I slide into first of all, he called her a bitch. When I slide into, and I'll make the decision. He said, what I look like letting a woman train me. And when I slide, if I see an attractive woman or woman, he said at one point in his conversation, he used the B word at one point. And when I slide in and I see if she cute and attractive, then I make the decision of what's going to happen. I make the decision of how it's going to go down. And so basically what you were saying was because you didn't sleep with her is because you didn't find her. And then did you hear me say she wasn't as bad then as she is now? That's when Ken was supposed to punch the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's
when Ken was supposed to say. And even Courtney was like, he a better man than me.
He said he got more patience than I do. Look, I love how when Courtney sees some BS, he's like, you know what? I'm up out of here.
Right. Courtney don't play the games. That's one thing I do like about Courtney. He'd be like, oh, this is foolishness and I ain't got time for it.
Exactly. He'd be like, all right,
and I got to go pick up my car. He was like, I'm gone. I got to go pick up my car.
Look, Courtney would be the one to be like, I got to go get my kids. They'd be like, really, man? Really? The kids? Right. Yeah, nigga, I got to do that to do this.
Exactly.
Right. So then basically Marceau points out how, Ken wasn't there. So for him to sit up and give this narrative like he was there,
what happened? Mm-hmm.
It's just insane. And basically it makes him look stupid. And so then, Marceau brings up seeing Marquez and they rehash this conversation. This is why my notes say rehash, because I was like, I could have sworn we did this before. And Ken said Marquez didn't want to be with Trish. But he basically didn't want her to be with nobody else, which gives F-boy, you know how they do. And then he said, but he understands it because he's been through this before with another married woman. And then I said, habitual offender.
There you go.
Habitual line stepper.
And I said, damn it, if you're going to make me agree with Martell, because when Martell called him a side hoe, I was like, Andy, I ain't even got no defense. Like sometimes you could just say too much. Like it was okay for you to just, it's, being quiet is free. It just is. It's free.
And then I love when Maurice was like, brother, if she wanted to be divorced by now, she could be divorced. You really need to start to question. And
you really do.
T, thank you. And chat, as we know, they still married. So what's, yes, habitual line stepper, Nita. Habitual line stepper. Look, so this is the second or third conversation rehash. Thank you, Cajun. That's why I was a little annoyed when I was watching it, because it had to be like 1 a.m. I had got off the phone would really be around 11 or 12 or something. And I was like, Jesus, I really don't want to sit here and watch y'all talk about the same thing y'all talked about, which I know that you talked about. So yeah, right. It was a lot. It was a lot.
I 80% of this episode they could have thrown out. Like we really could have ended the trip. Honestly, we could have ended the girls' trip after that last conversation with Stormi and actually we could have ended it after the catamaran. Fine, throw the little catamaran. The next scene we could have seen is them packing up and leaving. We didn't need that last dinner scene. Mm-hmm. There was absolutely nothing of value or substance in that last dinner scene. The guys, okay, whatever. But like you said, half of that conversation could have been taken out. Because we didn't already heard it all before.
Get it, girl. Go ahead, you box. Okay. To love Keela, I believe it is. Forgive me if I mispronounced it. Marquez left his family. Trish probably hasn't filed for divorce because she knows that as soon as she does that, Ken is gonna want to get married. Trish might be scared to get married again. I believe there's some truth to that. I do believe, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. You know how they always say with men, you never want to live with somebody and do all that because why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Mm-hmm. And to that point, Keela, I think what's going on is he's already living with her. He's already helping pay the bills. He's already taking care, like helping parent her kids. So if I'm already getting that without being married to you, why would I marry you? I'm already getting all of that without having to do that. And I'm still married to somebody else. So I don't know. I think to your point, I think you might be exactly right. Ravine said Ken and Trish are hoes in one area code. I got hoes. Woo!
Oh, not in one area code though.
Yes. Nita said, but I ain't mad at the men calling the men out. Accountability to men is kryptonite too. I agree. That's what they should have been doing this. Okay. Scotty said Bell Collective marriage. You lean towards Bell Collective is what you're saying is better. Again, y'all, I haven't watched it. I can't. It's just so much going on. Have y'all checked out Eat, Slay, Love? Because you know I'm recapping that, y'all. I'm gonna get into. Well, first of all, I love Nivea. I love Tammy Rivera. I don't know how I feel about this London girl, but everybody else on the that's going on the trip, I dig. So I'm excited to see it. But y'all,
London girl, I thought it was just Eva.
No, it's a whole group of them.
Yeah, it's a whole group of them.
I thought it was just those three.
No. It's like 4 of them. Okay. So Miss Bree said she filed Marquez contest and he wanted to be on the show as a married couple. Okay. And look, Cajun said, and the reunion is going to rehash this. Yes. And we're going to have to go through this again at reunion. Ravine, next week, Destiny is shown mad again. So,
child, I'm sick of that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know if that's true.
Be talking on the phone at 11 p.m. I can't pay her to be on the phone with me till then. You a lie. The truth ain't in you. First of all, I wasn't on the phone with her at 11 o'clock because I was in bed at 11:15.
Okay, so it might have been 10ish. It might have been 10ish.
She's exaggerating. And number two, Scotty, I have been on the phone with you. That's why I be falling asleep. That's why I be asleep.
Raven said, in my opinion, I don't think Ken knew how to. He is just the money bag to Trish. Ooh, so you think Ken don't know how to lay that pipe? He's not a good pipe layer. Ooh, that's an interesting perspective, Raven. I can appreciate it. Two Geeks and a Nerd says, since Ken likes dating married women, is she staying married to keep Ken around? Maybe, because maybe once he can have her. What did they say? Somebody said it, but some men do like to chase married women because it's a challenge. And so if the challenge is over, he might lose interest. Because wasn't the last girl he was with, isn't he taking care of the daughter, or he considers the daughter from the last relationship he was in? I don't know. I'm not saying she was the one married, but doesn't he take care of the daughter that's not his with the last girl he was with? So it makes me think. Well, yeah, because remember she said he has a child. It's not his child, but they include his baby. Or that.
You really be in the comments.
What happened about really being?
They cut up on you. Cajun said, ask Scotty, don't feel bad. She didn't invite me on the birthday trip.
Ooh, Cajun said, I love Nivea, but I haven't watched it. I don't care about Tammy. Not don't care about Tammy. I love Tammy. What's wrong with the Tammy hate Cajun? Look, Tanya said, hopefully I'm saying it right. I saw that ad and told myself I gotta watch it. Well, girl, I'm gonna get it up. And you can come on over and watch the recap. Since Really B said she don't want no part.
Oh, somebody said he seemed like a low-key pedophile.
Who? Scotty said, and not Really be talking on the phone at 11 p.m. I can't pay her to be on the phone. Oh, well, Scotty, again, I was embellishing because Really B done already talked that y'all like this. Okay. Y'all locked in. Ain't no switching up. So please don't get it twisted. Okay. I'm new around these parts. Please
Ain't nobody fooling with Scotty. I was on the phone with Scotty before I got on the phone with you. Ain't nobody fooling with Scotty.
Look, let me not mess Joba Jamrock. If I messed it up, please forgive me. She's getting husband privileges from Ken without any commitment. She ain't slick. She's a manipulative person, just like how a dutty man would do the same. Women, stop denying that women do it too. Ooh. Okay. I like that perspective. Okay, and Ravine said, yeah, Ken still takes care of another girl that's not his, another girl's child that's not his daughter. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all being here with us on this good Sunday morning. If y'all haven't already, please make sure y'all go ahead and like up the videos on both the channels,
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys are subscribed to both channels. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can catch that Eat, Slay, Love recap and catch us next week. Oh, and speaking of that, when we get off here, we got to talk about our schedule for next week because I just thought about that. We all going to be busy because we're going to be together next weekend. Yeah, so we got to figure that out. But yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all being here with us. Follow us on the Twitter, the Instagram, the X, all the things, IG, Facebook. And yeah, we will catch y'all next week for another recap. But have your notification bells on, because like I said, we're gonna be outside next weekend together. So yeah, this might be a little late. Okay. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and have a great week. Bye-bye. And a happy Veterans Day to all our vets. Bye-bye.
Yeah, shout out. Salute.